We're live. Hello, everyone, and shout out to each and every one of you. And thank you guys so much for tuning in to your girl, Sighren, right here on the Sighren Speak Show. Hello, and happy, it's Wednesday. I'm like, I went live yesterday, so it gotta be Tuesday. It's actually Wednesday. We were late, okay? So thank you guys so much for being patient with me. Earlier throughout this week, you guys, I got so much news in regards to deaths in the family. Is just insane. It was about 4 people total within the last 2 weeks. Well, 3 people within the family that I heard about. And the other one was the actress who recently passed away. And coincidentally, all of them were due to some sort of cardiac situation. So a lot going on with the heart, okay? A lot of unresolved emotion and trauma, which is why I feel the need for us to have this conversation today. You guys heard about the actress, I think her name was Hayden, okay? And she was in her 30s. I told y'all 35 is the new 50. I told y'all 35 is the teen. I'm so much more concerned about the younger women than I am the older women. I'm like, oh my word, this is insane. So yes, you guys, y'all have to be careful out here. Those of you who are like 35 and, between 35 and like 40 something, y'all be very, okay, in these streets. The way you eat, what you eat, all of that stuff needs to be a priority for you. Okay, it really truly does. It needs to be a priority for you, the way you take care of yourself, all of that stuff, y'all, because I'm thinking like, now is the time where I need to be doing all of this. But honey, those of you who are in your 30s, I am concerned. Okay. But yeah, today we're going to be talking about battling the old version of you, okay, and things that are going on to cause a lot of trauma inside of the heart chakra, you guys, okay. Throughout maybe next week, we're going to introduce knowledge on the chakras so you guys can understand your body a lot heavier than what, may have been presented to us in the books, okay? So we need to understand things about our chakras. These are energy vortexes within us, okay? So you have your organs, and then you have your energy vortexes, which are your chakras. And when these chakras are out of alignment, all hell can break loose, okay? And a lot of our ailments, a lot of our health issues are due to the fact, allegedly, that our chakras may be out of alignment. And our chakras can be out of alignment due to so many different circumstances in our life that we didn't handle correctly and we didn't know. Okay. It could be simple things like, your mama teaching you how to tie your shoes this way and you've been doing it for your life that whole way. You know what I'm saying? Even though that may be a little awkward, it's not what everybody else do, but you like, I'm doing it because this is what mama said. That is a trauma. Okay, that is a trauma that you are holding inside of you because you're kind of preventing yourself from doing things in different ways, which growth represents change. Change represents growth. When we get stuck in the cycle of doing it, and a lot of us, we get stuck in that cycle because mama said do it this way. And it's like, damn it, this is how I was told, this is how you gonna do it. Sometimes we have to be very open to, break, okay, a lot of the cycles within the family, okay, within the bloodline. So we're going to talk a lot about battling the old, outdated version of you. And for a lot of you, that can be an old, outdated version of you. Things that you learned growing up that you may still be incorporating in your life today that are holding you back, that are stopping you from moving forward. No matter how hard you try to do something, no matter how hard you try to move in a new direction, or no matter how hard you try to conquer a goal, it seems like nothing is working for you to get the desired results that you want. Okay, so we're going to talk about it today, you guys. Again, thank you for tuning in, and thank you to everyone who come in and give this video a big old fat thumbs up. You know your girl appreciate it. Thank you. You guys, I really truly am grateful that you guys are remaining very supportive and things of that nature, because like I said, the gossip is just, it's a time and place for it. And yes, we will have some messy Mondays. Okay. And yes, we will have some messy member only conversations as well. So with that being said, let me go ahead and segue into that, into the question you guys asked, okay, in regards to the member, becoming a member and wanting more information on the different tiers, okay? As of right now, because I want to be very specific in the tiers as I introduce them, I am only gonna do one tier for now. I've decided to just do one tier for now. Okay. And as we get people inside of the members only experience, you guys, we will then introduce different tiers where there will be different, information, things given out to people based upon the tier that you're in. But as for right now, at the introductory level, this is where you really want to get in, because it's going to be all that information, all of that knowledge under one flat tier for now. So get in while you can fit in, okay? And get this knowledge while it's going to be handed out to you, as well as some other discussions, you guys. Like I said, we will be a little messy over there, honey. Yes, we will. I will be continuing the conversation, okay, over there for the members only, because, honey, it's hot out here in these streets, okay? People are desperate for a story. People are desperate for, content. People are just, honey, the way they fishing, and they fishing in your backyard, honey, okay? Out there fishing while you sleep, or however it is that they getting in, honey, it's crazy out here. I thought it was just like me. Well, I didn't think it was just me. I thought it was just like maybe that situation for now, for the time being, but it's not. It's not. But anywho, we'll get to that over in members. So yes, for those of you who are inquiring about the members aspect of the Sighren Speak show, yes, we will have members only lives, you guys. And in those lives is where more in-depth knowledge, okay, when we do speak about certain vitamins, okay, that you take, I will give you names of brands. I will also give you names of the vitamins. I will also give you signs, okay, that you need to recognize, signs you need to look out for when you're taking authentic versus fake, shall I say, synthetic vitamins, all of that information, all of that knowledge. We will go deeper into relationship aspects, honey, how to, enhance your relationship, shall I say, and how to read deeper into the red flags, okay, things that our significant others can do, which can be telltale signs that telltale information, okay, or signs that the relationship is over. A lot of us, we don't know when to move on, not just from relationships, but friendships, jobs, or place of residence. A lot of us are confused. So we're going to be talking about all of the warning signs, and we're going to discuss some of them today, that it's time for you to just move on. A lot of things that we're experiencing health-wise, a lot of our depression is because we're staying in a situation or an environment that just no longer allows us to evolve. And on a spiritual level, this is where Sighren differs from most people, because a lot of people talk to you on a physical level, but Sighren is going to help you to tune into the spiritual aspect of yourself. We cannot live a physical life and ignore our spiritual self, your intuition, your dreams, that discernment. Honey, when you live your life trying to ignore these very important aspects of you, you will have hell to pay. You will feel stuck. You will feel held back. You will have to watch everybody else eat while you sit there and wonder why you're not eating as well. And it's because you're negating or you're neglecting a very important aspect of yourself, okay? I tell you guys, we are spirits having a human experience. This body is rented. It's like if you get in a car and drive a car, you're not going to think, oh, I'm a car. No, you're somebody who got in a car and you're having a experience of being inside of a car. As a spirit, as a god and goddess that you were born, you were given this body so that you can have a human experience. And we need to understand that. So many people out here say, I'm only human. No, you are a god and or goddess having a human experience. This body is temporary. It is rented. And when you leave out of the body, you're not going to be a human. You're not going to just be thin air. You actually have a frequency that vibrates towards the knowledge and the connection to the higher self, to the higher authority. Okay. So it's not like it's just over and done with. So while we are here, we have to understand the importance of our purpose of being here. And I think a lot of us, we live life But we forget that we come here for a purpose. And that purpose is not to order from Amazon every day, go to Target, go to Walmart, go to the movies. Yes, that's a part of your human experience, but you have a purpose, okay? You have a reason that you came here. There's something you came here to do. It's kind of like going to school, and you go to school every day and you don't know what you're going to school for. You just popping up. You don't know when you're going to be done. You don't know when, if you pass or fail. You just popping up every day without no agenda, no direction, no guidance, no nothing. We all have a purpose, okay, for being here. And I don't want you to think that your purpose is very irrelevant. I don't want you to think that your purpose is nonchalant. Your purpose is small. Absolutely, positively not. We need you here, boo. We need you to wake the fuck up. We need you because you are a very critical source as to why the light's on in this mother. Okay, so don't let them make you think that you are irrelevant. Don't let them make you think that you are a non-motherfucking factor, because you are the factor that keeps the lights on in this mother. Okay, so we need you, goddess, to wake up. We need you to understand that. We need you to see you how we see you. Okay, we want you to see the God in you. You have a purpose that is so big. This is why they create jobs, because they want to pay you for your time. Because for as long as you over there tapping on their computers and answering their phone calls, you're not entertaining your purpose. They don't pay you for your skill. They pay you for your time. What do they pay you? By the hour. Not by the words you type, not by the skill sets that you have. They pay you by the hour, because those hours are 8 hours a day at least that you are not entertaining the God in you. So we want you to wake up to the fact of how important you are, that they will pay you for 8 hours to not be yourself. Okay, we want you to be a receptionist right now. We want you to be a cashier right now. We want you to be an executive, an attorney. We want you to be a doctor, whatever it is. But like I said, it is your energy that keeps the lights on here. And we want you to understand, and we want you to recognize that. We want you to wake up to the importance of you being here, the value of you being here, and of who you are. Okay, shout out to y'all. Hey to everyone who's tuned up into. Thank you so much. Okay. Oh God, y'all, hold on. All right, let me see. Alicia. All right, Alicia. Oh, let me see. Okay, Alicia DeSoblou. Shout out to you. Thank you so much for, you said, it says it. Okay, hiding for 10 jewels. Okay. Shout out to you, baby. Thank you so much. Thank you. Yes, thank you for coming in, making a splash, honey. I love it. Thank y'all. Y'all give me some mermaids up in the building when y'all step into the building, honey. Let's make a splash when you get up and through, honey, because like I said, you matter. Over here, you matter. See, in other maybe comment sections, you may get ignored. Your question may or may not get answered. You may or may not get a heart. You may or may not get a response. But over here, you matter. I see you. Okay? I see you. And thank you. All right? So let's talk about, you guys, what it is that we're going to talk about today. I put beating depression by deleting the old version of yourself. A lot of us, we need to tap into that, y'all. Let me see what else I put up there. Okay, beating depression by deleting the old version of you, and the silent competition between you and her. Her can be so many different people. Okay, so many different people. It can be a version of you. Okay, it can be your mother. It can be your sister. It can be your best friend. It could be your coworker. Okay, it can be your child, your daughter. Okay, her can be so many different people. So her is going to be different for each and every one of us. And not only that, her is going to be multiple people for each and every one of us, because some of us, we're having this silent competition between us and our sisters, our best friends, our mothers, our daughters. Okay, the old version of us there is this silent competition that we all need to address, okay, and understand. Now, one of the most common silent competitions that I feel is traveling rampantly through the melanated community. And like I said, I can only speak for my melanated folk because I only know, that connection to it, right? But with me having counseling sessions with other races and demographics, I do understand that this travels throughout other demographics as well, okay? So with that being said, women in general, right? One of the most silent competitions that I feel is the most dangerous, and I feel this one here causes so much chaos and conflict in our lives, it is crazy. One of the most powerful and common silent competitions between you and her is between us and our mothers. And I'm going to tell you why I feel this is a silent competition, okay? Because what happens is the first thing we do when we become elders, okay, the minute we become grown and we give birth to our children, we always say, I want to raise my kids better than the way I was brought up, which means we've been programmed to find fault in mama. Regardless if she did her best or not, we've been programmed. The minute we get a baby, it's, I want to give you the life I didn't have. So immediately, there's a silent competition between us and mama. I want to raise my kids better than you raised me. Nothing against mama. Okay, nothing against mama, but immediately we automatically want to entertain the idea that our mother may have failed us in some way, and I don't want to raise you the way my mama raised me. And I think we need to, break out of that. Okay, I don't know where that instant, it's like, I don't want to say it's a jealousy, but sometimes it can be because as women, when we grow up, we want to become better than our mother. We want to have a better relationship. If mom wasn't able to hold on to daddy, I want to get married and hold on to my man because my mama, you know what I'm saying? Like we even if mama was in a long-term relationship with dad, well, she put up with certain things that I wouldn't put up with. It's like this secret competition between us and mama that we need to figure out, where is that coming from? Where is that coming from? That immediately, as soon as I give birth to a child, I feel like I want to raise my child better than my mother raised me, or do something for my child that my mom didn't do for me. Give my child the life that my mom was not able to give to me. So that's one of the first, and I feel like that is one of the most chaotic, silent competitions that we end up in, is because we always want to do things better than what our mother did. And even with our parents, I feel like our parents come at us and say, I want you to be better than me. That's why I say I feel like we become programmed so early in life that, I want you to be better than me. I want you to do better than what I did. I want you to have more than what I had. And with that silent competition, sometimes it can turn into when the child or when the daughter does get married. Let's say mama wasn't able to hold on to a man, okay? And now here you go, you're married and you're having this family, you have this beautiful family, but mama may be hating on it just a little bit. She's not as supportive of your marriage as you would like for her to be. She's not as supportive as a grandmother that you would like for her to be, because now mama feels some type of way because you got that better life than she had. And now it's kind of like, oh my God, now she wants to maybe mend into the marriage a little bit too much, or maybe she wants to, work with the kids and turn the kids again, whatever it may be. We need to deal with these silent competitions, you guys, that some of us are not even aware that we are in. We're not even aware of the fact that, okay, mama may not be as supportive of me as she should be now that I am doing better, okay, than where she was when she was my age. I think that is a very critical silent competition that we need to address and that we need to heal from. Because when we're constantly trying to secretly, compete with someone outside of ourselves, you guys, that causes complacency. You cannot move forward or as forward as you would like to move in life until you heal and resolve that. And a lot of us don't know that is there. A lot of us are not aware that that is something active. One thing about me, you guys, for those of you who have come to me and gotten your counseling sessions and things of that nature, I work with energy. And on my vlogs, I have explained to you guys that what I consider myself, okay? I am not a licensed professional. I am not a medical doctor in any way, shape, or form. My expertise is in energy, okay, and the soul. God has given me a gift and or a talent, okay, where I am able to go in and do surgery on the soul. Okay, recognizing where you are holding on to stored trauma. Like I say, a lot of people don't know they're holding on to this trauma. A lot of people don't know that these implants are within their aura or within their energetic field. And sometimes in life, we become stuck and complacent and we don't know why. And it's because there's something going on the inside that is triggering your frequency to become stuck. So when you're stuck on the inside, you're going to be stuck on the outside. Okay. Other secret competitions, you guys, that we may be in could be with amongst our siblings, okay, and other family members. It can be a sibling, it can be a cousin, it could be a niece, it could be an uncle, it could be a brother, whomever, whatever. Sometimes we hold on to or we partake in, secret competitions with our family members. Sometimes it can be brought on by the mothers or the parents who, oh, my child better than yours and things of that nature. I know when I was brought up, I feel like my mother and one of my aunts, I was very close in age with one of my cousins, and I feel like there was my child is better than yours type of energy that was going on throughout our growth, throughout our youth. Okay. And in that situation, I was looked at as the better child, as the smarter child, as the prettier child, as the more talented child. You know what I'm saying? It was like everything that I did was kind of placed on the forefront in front of the other children, which now that can create a hatred with, other children in me. Which my mom, she's trying to boast about her child, but not at the expense of someone else's, emotions. So as parents, I think we do want to put our kids out there and we want to show off what it is that our kids can do. But there has to be a healthier way of presenting this, to other folk. There has to be a healthier way of us learning how to be proud of our children or be proud of certain aspects. Not that we have to quiet it down and keep our kids in a corner, but there is a thing called teen too much, okay? If it comes at the expense of somebody else where you have to put somebody else down to make your child feel better or to make your child feel more, powerful then of course we have to look into that as well. So a lot of these, secret battles, you guys, or secret competitions, okay, can be also with family members where you grow up with, oh, look at what you got. Look at what I got. Oh, I'm doing better than, oh, they only got this or they only doing that, whatever it may be. And that's something that we need to, address as well. Okay. Other secret competitions can be with your friends, having best friends, having people who are close to you, what we call our besties and, baes and stuff like that. It could be secret competition amongst, friends where it's kind of like, okay, you get married, I got to get married. You know what I'm saying? You got a baby, I got to have a baby, things of that nature. And that's when you have to determine if you are in a healthy friendship or not. Okay. Friendships, y'all, to me, and this is just to me, it depends on who you are. Okay. When it comes to friendships, it depends on who you are. If you are somebody who's very driven, okay. If you are somebody who's very, you just have a lot of goals, you have a lot of motivation, you have a lot of creativity. I always say you have to be careful when it comes to friends, because this secret competition that no one talks about, okay, this secret competition that no one wants to bring up can be very dangerous, because if you have a friend who is low-key hating on you, a friend who low-key is not happy for you, okay, and or jealous of you, then that can be very critical towards your success, because now you have someone on your inner circle who's hating and who's not proud for you and who's not showing that, you know, they're proud for you and things of that nature, because they want to get ahead of you. So in order for them to get ahead of you, they got to do what? They got to hold you back. They got to hold you down, and they may not say it. They may be out there your loudest cheerleader, but what's going on in the heart? How do you really feel? Are you really happy for me? So this is where that whole gift of discernment needs to kick in, where you're going to have to be able to read beyond the physical of people. You're going to have to be able to tap in to people. Okay. You're going to have to learn how to really read the fucking room. Okay. A lot of us, we need to be still. We need to really be still in our lives, and we need to read the room, because there are so many red flags around us in our life with just the people who have immediate access to us that we are ignoring, that we are not paying attention to. And we got to make sure, again, that we are surrounding ourselves in the right environments and with the right people. Okay. So yes, we can also be experiencing this secret competition with the bestie or the best friend or any type of friends or things of that nature. I know we like to surround ourselves with very strong women. And for as long as you feel and you know how to read the room in your life, then you can have 50 million friends around you, because you know how to read the room. You know when to exit stage left. You know when to put your wall up. You know when to let your wall down. You know, people who have healthy friendships are people who's like this. Okay. Let's say you got 3 friends. Okay, these are your 3 closest besties. Okay, you got Benita, you got Kenya, and you got Marsha. Okay, now you know Marsha probably been your friend the longest, okay? But you know Marsha is a little promiscuous. So when you have relationships with a man, or if you're married, you know, keep your man away from Marsha. Okay, I know Marsha's a little promiscuous. I know she done slept with her sister husband, her cousin husband, you know, but that's my girl. That's her. I'm not judging her. Okay, but I know Marsha is not going to be following my man on IG. She's not going to have his phone number in case of an emergency. She ain't even going to be coming to my house like that. Marsha, I'm going to meet you at the club. I'm going to meet you at the restaurant. I'm going to meet you at the venue. Okay, Marsha is the one that I don't really invite to my house, especially if my man is home. Okay, I know to keep Marsha away from my peace. Okay, this is, and honestly, like I said, this is how y'all be putting too much faith in people. Okay, we don't want to wait until it happened to realize stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? I think a lot of us, we put a lot of hope, you know what I'm saying, inside of certain situations when all of the red flags was there the entire time. So then you have that friend that Benita, okay? Benita is the one, you know, that's my girl, but I would not loan her money because she don't pay people back. Okay, I will never loan her. She's very loyal as a friend. If ever I need her, she's always there, but I will not loan her money. I've loaned her money on 3 different occasions. She have yet to pay me back. So instead of you continuing to inherit karma with Benita, because every time she don't pay you back, you get mad and don't think, oh, it's okay, I'm gonna forget about it. No, absolutely not. Okay, you're going to keep remembering it, because you're going to store it inside of your body. You're going to store it in your energetic field. Okay, so when it comes to Benita, you like, listen, that's my girl, but I would never loan her any money. Okay. When it comes to Marsha, you already know, keep her away from your man. That's my girl, but I already know how she is. So that, honestly, women, is how we can maintain healthy friendships. You can have friendships, but you definitely have to make sure that you maintain those friendships with your discernment, okay? If you're going to keep people around, if you're going to keep people within your aura and your energy and in your environment, then you have to definitely make sure that you are reading the room accordingly, and that you are in charge of the room and you know how to master the room. Okay. Other people, you guys, I don't know if they matter because these people can be outside of your immediate environment, which is coworkers, who there's that secret competition, with coworkers. Sometimes it could be the boss, okay? Maybe she's the manager and she feels like you are so good and you could take her place. She's the one who hired you, but she didn't know how good you was. And now that she see everybody like you know what I'm saying? And she wants to secretly compete with you and try to do things to hold you down and or hold you back because she don't want you to get ahead of her. She want to keep you sitting behind her. Okay, so we do have those, co-worker type of environments where there's also secret competitions that are going on that you may not know about. So like I said, you're going to have to be able to use your discernment, you guys. This is why I say you're going to have to turn on your goddess energy, use your discernment so that you can read whatever room you walk into. Okay. Let's see what else we're talking about here, you guys. Shout out to y'all. Hold on. Okay, so the silent competition between you and her, that's what we're talking about. It can be your sibling, it can be your friends, it can be your mother, it can be anybody in the family, it can be a co-worker, whomever it is somebody that you may know about, okay? But like I said, we have to learn how to read the room. Okay. And also beating depression by deleting the old version of you. When I speak to you guys in the consultations, there's so many of us that first things first is we are not really being motivated or inspired. Like there aren't many goals, and when I say goals are things that not only we project for us to experience, but we also work towards it. If you have set a goal and you ain't doing nothing to work towards it, then that's not a goal. Okay, that's a plan. Okay, a goal is where you want to reach, the finish line. You want to reach the goal. You want to grab that flag. That's a goal. When you sit up here and you like, oh, well, I eventually want to buy a house, but you're not taking any steps towards moving towards that, then that's not a goal. That's just a plan. Okay, so a lot of us, you guys, we are battling the old version of us. And the reason we are not experiencing a lot of motivation, inspiration, is because you have already reached the end of the road with this version of you. This version of you is done. It's one and done. That's it. One thing I can tell you guys is when I think about who I was in my 20s, I am so different from her. The things she wanted and the things I want is totally different. Not that one is better than or worse than the other. It's just at that time, that's what I felt was most important to me. Right? And at this time, this is what I feel is most important to me. So it's kind of like having to understand how to recognize when that old version of you is gone. And it's not by age, okay? It really doesn't matter what age you are. Recognizing that old, outdated version of you, when her time is up, that's it. Life is going to feel stuck if you're still trying to be her. If you're still trying to carry her into the next level, it's not going to happen. Okay, it's not going to happen. Let's talk about a few signs that you can perhaps experience when you are battling, okay, this old version of you, right? When you are battling this old version of you, some of the things that you may do, you can go to the same places. Now, come on now, just imagine me up in the club that I was going to when I was in my 20s, okay? Just imagine, now back in my 20s, I was, back the thing up, back. That was me in my 20s, But me actually walking in that club right now, oh my word, I would probably be like, oh, you know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like that. This is when you have to recognize that you've grown. Okay, you stepped into a higher frequency. You stepped into a higher level. You stepped into a higher version of you, but you're still holding on to that older, outdated version. And when we hold on to her and when we try to carry her into the next level, you guys, it ain't gonna work, boo. It ain't gonna work. Everything you try to do you're gonna have kinks in every step you take. Because you cannot carry her into that next level. It's just not going to happen. So going to the same places, even when it comes to me, right? I remember, y'all, listen, I used to go to we had a Kmart back then. We had Piggly Wiggly. That's probably still around in some places, but these were like all of the older stores. And listen, When I was growing up and when I got my first place, I used to go to the exact same grocery stores. I knew every aisle, I knew where to go, and that was my thing. I'm like, I'm only going to go to that grocery store because I know where everything is at, and I need to be in and out. I want to be in and out. I don't want to be riding, walking around, looking for this, looking for that, looking for this, looking for that. Okay. So it's kind of like, hold on, y'all, sorry. I didn't want to be riding around, walking around the grocery store in circles and stuff, doing donuts, with my cart, looking for everything. Now, finally, one day when I decided to step outside of the box, okay, one day when I was like, you know what, let me go to a totally different grocery store, right? Let me go ahead and let me go a different route. And that's when I discovered the next place that I was going to live. I didn't know that, but it was because I was going to the same grocery store, doing the exact same things, going the exact same places that I was limiting myself. Okay. I was limiting myself to now that's all I was able to experience. But the minute I decided to step outside of that, okay, is when I was able to discover so much more. Okay. But it was my own mentality. It was my own thought process. I thought I was doing something good for myself, but really deep inside, I was holding myself back. I was holding myself back because there was so much more outside of that vicinity that I did not know about, that I learned about, and that I was able to then experience. And we have to look at ourselves and our life and see exactly where is it that you are holding yourself back. What are you doing that is exactly the same? If you're still doing that and it hasn't gotten you where it is that you want to go, you need to stop doing it, boo. I don't care what it is. Whatever you're doing, when you want to see change, you have to be the change you want to see. If you're somebody who wants to lose weight, then you have to get up and you have to go work out. You have to eat different. You have to move different. You can't sit around and just be chilling like you used to. You got to do something different. You have to do different actions that are going to bring about different results. And as we get older, trust me, you're going to have to do different actions that are going to have to bring out different results. Okay. Because some of the stuff you used to do ain't going to work no more. Right. So going to the same places, that's one of the things that, we tend to do. I'm just used to it. Get out of your comfort zone. I always tell y'all, get out of your comfort zone. If it feels comfortable, then do something different. Just go all the way to the left. It doesn't matter. Get out of your comfort zone. Okay. Going to the same places, like, even when it came to my doctor's office, I would go to the same doctor's office. I didn't even think about the fact that my doctor has different doctor's offices, right? So I was going to the same doctor's office, and finally I went to a totally different one of their locations. And not only did I find other things, that were over there in that area, but I found a doctor that I feel was a lot better suited. If I would have stayed in my mentality of, no, I'm just going to go here. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Sometimes you have to just break it. If the world hasn't broken it, if the universe, if life hasn't broken it, sometimes you got to say, you know what? Boop, that's it. I'm going to break it and I'm going to put it away. That's it. Or either I'm going to donate it. Regardless, it's time for me to get rid of it. This is where discernment is going to kick in and be very much so relevant in your life. There are some thought processes. There are some belief systems. There are some actions. There are some ways about you that you can't take into this next level. It can't go. You're going to have to let go of it. You're going to have to get rid of it. For those of us, shout out to those of you who are getting your blood type. Okay, in order for you to move forward in your health, you're going to have to let go of certain foods. A lot of us want to go on a diet, but we want to get up and still eat fast food and things of that nature. Sometimes you're going to have to be the one to break it, to get rid of it. Okay, so going the same places, the grocery store, the same mall, the same gym, switch it up. Switch it up. One of the easiest ways for us to get abducted is to stay in the same routine. When someone can predict your every move, you are an easy catch. Okay? You are an easy target. You are predictable. And if there's an enemy working against you somewhere in the ether, it knows your every move because you do the same thing all the time. Switch it up. Go to different malls, go to different gas stations, go to different grocery stores, go switch it up, take a different route. If you know that's the fastest way, take the longest way. Switch it up for you. Because when we start doing this, that's how you're going to challenge your brain, y'all. Even with you taking a different route, what do they call it? The scenic route. Whenever you take a different route, your brain is going to be taking in all of this new information. It's going to be taking in all of these new locations. And oh my God, it's a gym right there. Oh my God, I didn't know it was a Target over here. Oh my God, look at the houses in this neighborhood. Oh, you will be surprised. So challenge yourself every day. Take a different route to work. Take a different route to the park. Go to a different park. Don't go to the same park. When you're doing your walks and stuff like that, switch it up. Sometimes you want to go for a forest walk. Sometimes you want to go for a river walk. Sometimes you want to go to a park. Sometimes you want to walk the neighborhood. Sometimes you just go to downtown, wherever, and just walk over there. Sometimes you put on your sneakers and just walk the mall. But you got to switch it up, y'all. We need y'all to move that energy. We don't want you to be predictable, because that makes you an easy target. To who? To other stuff out there, okay? We ain't talking about Keisha and Benita them, okay? It is never the wrestle with flesh and blood, ever. We're talking about other energies that are lurking around, waiting to stop your next move, waiting to put procrastination and delay and roadblocks in your path. Okay, so you definitely want to make sure that you are switching it up. All right, that is a very healthy way, you guys, to battle the old version of you. If there's a thing that you did all the time, if you go to the same post office or whatever it is, go to a different one. Just switch it up a little bit, y'all. That's one of the ways you can start to delete the old version of you, is by doing different things. Okay, the same daily routine. Switch it up. Switch it up. Okay, even if you lay on certain sides, they say, for those of you who flip your mattress, you should be flipping your mattress every 3 to 6 months. Okay, sometimes you want to move your bed, you know what I'm saying, to bring about different experiences in your life. You want to move your bed. If your bed been over here all this time, move it over there. Okay, move your furniture around in the house. Switch it up. But don't keep things the same, because that shows that your life is going to be the same. Nothing is going to change. You have to be open to change. You have to be open to becoming uncomfortable sometimes. Sometimes there's a healthy way to be uncomfortable. Okay, so when you get up, let's say every day when you wake up, you do your hair and makeup. Okay, you want to get up, and maybe you want to just switch up how it is that you get up that day. Maybe you definitely want to brush your teeth first. Okay, you definitely want to brush your teeth, but maybe today you don't want coffee. You go get you a nice tea, or maybe you don't want tea. You want to go get you a nice fresh squeezed fruit juice from somewhere. Okay, maybe you don't want to go get a breakfast sandwich. If you get up and you go get that same breakfast sandwich every morning, go get up and do something else. Today have pancakes. But I want y'all to start shaking up your life. Okay, I want you to start shaking yourself up, because this is how you're going to start waking the new version of you up. Okay, because the new version of you don't do the things that the old version did. She has gotten over and beyond those things. She has been able to let that go. Okay, so you definitely want to make sure that you switch up your daily routine, you guys. Like I say, take a different route to work. You'll be surprised at what you can see. God probably got something for you to see, but it's on a totally different route. So you got to make sure that you take a different route to work. You know what I'm saying? Trust yourself, turn your GPS off when you start going places, and see what it is you can remember, how far you can get without the dang on GPS and things of that nature. But you definitely want to switch up your daily routine. If you know that you always checking your emails, don't check them that day. They'll be there tomorrow. They'll be there tomorrow. Don't check your emails that day. Turn off your social media that day. No social media today, right? Don't even worry about your phone, whatever it may be. So switch up your daily routine in some way, shape, or form, all right? When it comes to your style, especially your style of clothing, your style, like the way you wear your hair, things of that nature, it's time for us to move from one aspect to the next. Switch it up. Have fun when it comes to your clothing, when it comes to your style. That is your time to be creative. Okay, that is your time to show yourself that you can rock anything, feel good, and look good in it. Okay, so when it comes time for your, your clothing, whatever you select to wear for that day, whatever you're gonna wear to work, switch it up a little bit. Even if you have to wear corporate clothing to the workplace, you can switch up your colors. Be very bold with your colors. Make a statement with the colors that you wear. Okay, so definitely find a way to switch up your style in some way, shape, or form. If you always wear nude makeup, go a little bold. Okay, wear a little eyeshadow, wear a little yellow, a little green, a little purple, regardless, like really push the envelope, you guys. Okay, beyond your comfort zone. And I think that's the thing about it. We are so worried about making sure everybody else is comfortable that we will be uncomfortable to make sure that our environment is comfortable. And it's time for you to, like I said, put yourself first. Right? Switch it up a little bit. Same style of clothing, time to switch it up, right? If you never wear jeans, wear jeans. If you never wear dresses, wear dresses, right? Just really give yourself the opportunity for the experience of change, okay? Let's see. Health issues, okay? Health issues, signs that you are battling the old version of you. Health issues may arrive, okay? High blood pressure, heart palpitations, diabetes. Whenever health issues start to settle within the body, you guys, that is one of the telltale signs for me that I know you are more than likely stuck. Okay, in a certain frequency, stuck in a certain energy. So dis-ease settles in the body when there's no movement. It's going to go to the area of your body that there's not enough movement. So wherever you're having some sort of issue at, that's where you want to start to implement some sort of change in your life, because that's what disease is going to do. It's going to come and it's going to settle within the area of you. Let's say you don't get up and walk a lot, then you may find swelling in your legs, poor circulation. You know what I'm saying? You got to get up and you have to move. That's a telltale sign you need to walk more. Maybe you have a job where you sit for long periods of time. You know what I'm saying? You're not moving enough. And like I tell you, that's how disease settles within the body, when we're not moving enough. Disease hates a person who is always on the go. You know what I'm saying? It really does. And wherever you are not active, even if you are somebody who's always on the go, wherever it is that you are not active, that is where dis-ease will then settle within the body. So let's say you're always on the go physically. You always run in and here and there and everywhere. But when it comes to relationships or when it comes to love, you're really not as active in love. Maybe you stay to yourself. Maybe you've been single for an extended period of time. You're just not willing to let your guards down. You're not willing to let nobody in. So what happens is disease will then start to come and settle in the heart. Okay, it will start to come and settle in the heart, or it may settle inside of the body in the form of cancer, because that's what it does. Okay, it is unresolved stored trauma within the body, energetically, allegedly. I'm no medical doctor and I'm not diagnosing anybody. Okay, I'm just telling you guys what it is that I, have been experiencing through research, okay, and dealing with others that I come in contact with. Okay. So when it comes to a lot of our diseases, you guys, when it comes to a lot of our health issues, it is because we need to shed that old version. We need to let that old version of us go, and we need to feel comfortable moving on into the newer version of yourself. Okay, what is it that you're holding on to? What is it that you're afraid to let go of? You know how many people that I talk to and they hoard? Okay, that's another sign that you're afraid to let go of that old outdated version of you. They hoard. Okay, hold on, let me see what this is. Yeah, they tend to hoard, you guys. All right, so it's kind of like, what are you hoarding? Right? What is it that you are holding on to? What is it that you are afraid to let go of? What is it that you need to get rid of, but you haven't? A lot of people hold on to things that are broken, a lot of things that don't work anymore, a lot of things that are old and outdated. When you carry that energy into your future with you and you bring it into your present, that energy is broken. old, outdated, stagnant. So that's the type of energy that you are keeping inside of your environment. That's the type of energy that you're going to experience because that's the type of energy that you're surrounding yourself with. So what you need to do is get rid of anything in your house that is broken, anything that doesn't work. You need to either fix it or get rid of it. Don't put it in a corner and say, oh, I'm gonna go ahead and take that stuff to Goodwill, or I'm gonna take it to the trash, and then it just piles up and piles up and piles up, because what you're doing is you're keeping stored stagnant energy, stored outdated energy in an area of your house. And that energy can represent where your finances are. Okay, your finances can't move because you're blocking them with this big old pile of energy that doesn't serve you. So we have to make sure that we are cleaning, that we are constantly detoxing, okay? Constantly decluttering, not just our physical body, but our environment as well. What you do on the inside, you also need to do on the outside. So we want to detox the inside and we want to declutter the outside so that we can start to see things move in our life the way we would like for them to move, whether it be in love, whether it be in your career, whether it be in your overall daily emotional happiness and satisfaction with life. Regardless, okay, you can see some sort of movement. You can experience some sort of growth in any area of your life when you are doing these things to take charge, okay? So health issues, you guys, hoarding, all of these are telltale signs, right? That you are battling with the old and the new version of yourself. There's an inner battle that's going on. A lot of things that we can do: shopping, addictions, or overeating. We have Amazon come to our house every day. Sometimes 2-3 times a day, Amazon is there. Okay. We can be overeating. We're always going out to eat. We're always shoving something down our face. We always making time to eat. Okay. When you start developing these bad habits or these vices, some of us may turn to alcohol. Some of us may turn to drugs and other, vices. Excuse me. Some of us can be a little promiscuous. Whatever it is, we can easily develop or attach ourselves or open ourselves up to these addictions, you guys, because there is a battle, because of that inner battle that's going on that we are not discussing, but we want to present ourselves to the public as if everything is good. We want to put up our best pictures, and I think that this is why we have a lot of AI right now, because people are not being real with themselves. So they create these avatars via AI, and we're starting to live in more of an AI-based lifestyle. Because it's not okay. It doesn't feel good to show the real you. It doesn't feel good to let people see the real you. And some of the stuff that we're dealing with, you guys, like I say, is hidden from us. There are so many hidden battles that are going on inside of us that we don't know, right? So we need to really take time to go within. And that's the stuff that we're talking about over here with Sighren. Things that we need to address that is going on the inside. That's the part I think everybody run away from. Most uncomfortable, because that's the part we can put on some clothes and a wig and makeup, and we can dress it up and we can make it look as good as we want to, right? No one really wants to go in and address that version of them. And how you gonna win when you ain't right within? Okay, how you gonna win when you ain't right within? Okay, come again. So yes, we definitely want to address, you guys, any type of addictions or vices that we tend to turn to because we're not going within, we're not healing ourselves, we're keeping ourselves stuck and stagnant in a lifestyle or in an area of our life that we don't really care to be in that frequency anymore, but we're not doing anything about it, okay? Some of us will feel like, oh, I feel stuck in life. Let me go ahead and start working out. Let's see why you feel stuck. Okay, let's see why it is that you feel stuck. I don't think working out is going to be the answer. You know what I'm saying? We have to see exactly why it is that you feel stuck. And sometimes you just have to sit and be still and be silent in you. Just listen, sit still and listen to your body. Sit still and listen to your heart. Just be still and let your body tell you what's going on. It's very easy. I ain't gonna lie to you. Sit still and let your body tell you what's going on, what needs to be addressed, what needs to be healed. Okay. So let's see, women. Now, I don't know about y'all, okay, but signs to me of a lot of emotional distress in women, especially, we have a dirty car, we have a dirty purse, we have a dirty house, or our hair is dirty. We don't wash our hair enough, okay? And I ain't even gonna get on the arse, okay? Washing your arse is the most important, all right? Women around here with carrying these health issues and things of that nature, with odors and stuff like that, that's just, that's one thing, right? But we're talking about things that I would hope everybody would know better on that aspect, right? Honestly, I don't feel like, you should be putting all type of stuff, in that area to clean it. Okay. I think soap and water should do just fine. Buying all of these specific things with these perfumes in them and stuff like that can do more danger, allegedly, than it can good. Okay. Do your own research. Okay. But yes, when it comes to our car, your dirty car, you want to keep your car clean. I would love to keep my car clean. Fortunately for me, Bay does, he does a lot of that. You know what I'm saying? He cleans the cars and stuff like that. So I really don't have to do that, but you want to keep your car clean, women. Okay. What are you keeping in your car? What does your vehicle look like? Are you just storing stuff in there? Is that just like a storage on wheels for you? I know sometimes it can be a storage on wheels. Okay. But we definitely want to make sure, because the car is what's going to get us around. The way you treat your car is how I could tell how you treat your body. You know what I'm saying? You want to definitely make sure that you keep it clean. You want to make sure that, you keep it nice and neat. And, if you can, keep it smelling good, things of that nature. But you definitely want to make sure that you're keeping a good car or a clean car or decent. Don't have to be spotless, but definitely keeping it decent. Don't have no food. I don't want to look in your car and you got a number 4, back there in the back seat and all of this stuff and French fries up under the seat and stuff like that and sodas, and every cup holder, you got a different empty cup because you ain't throwing nothing out. You got shoes in there, one shoe here and one brush in the back seat. No. We definitely want to make sure that we clean the vehicle. This is going to bring about a lot of change in your life, energy-wise, okay? So you definitely want to make sure that you clean the vehicle, all right? Other things you want to clean is your purse. Women, what are we keeping in our purse? Let me tell you how you want to and like I said, I would have saved this for the members only, but I feel like we'll go a lot deeper over there, but we will go just a little bit over here. Okay. Women, when it comes to your purse, that is where you keep your wallet, which is all about your finances and things of that nature, right? One thing, when you're trying to bring about more money and you want to check your finances, let's check on your finances right now. Okay. Let's check on your finances right now. First things first, you want to take any of your expired credit cards or debit cards out of your wallet. If it don't work anymore, if you canceled that card and you got a new one, take the one that doesn't work out of your wallet and dispose of it. How many of you right now have an old, outdated library card, Costco card? I don't care what it is. If it has expired and it is outdated, you want to take it out of your wallet. The energy is not there. Your wallet is where we want finances to come in. We want energy to come in, and we want good energy to come in, okay? So definitely you want to make sure that you take out any expired credit, debit, membership cards out of your wallet immediately. Okay? Immediately. Now, other things that you want to take out of your wallet, you guys, because you definitely want to make sure you're detoxing. Like I say, these are areas of your life that you can detox, okay? And right now we're going to work on detoxing so that we can bring about more finances, right? So we want to detox that wallet, right? You want to make sure that, any of your credit cards, okay? If you have a credit card, now this is how you want to detox your wallet. If you have a credit card that has no money on it, I don't care if it has $1 on it. If it has no money, if your debit card, if you in the negative in your bank account, your debit card has no money on it, whatever it is, if it's a credit card that the account is closed off and you owe them money, Get all of that represents debt out of your wallet. Everything that represents debt, okay, things that you owe, meaning you cannot use that money anymore. It's no longer available to you. You want to cleanse your wallet of that energy as well, okay? You want to keep your, your identification. You want to make sure that you are always prepared. So you want to make sure you keep your identification up to date. If your license has expired, then, go get you an ID. Okay, you can always go get an ID. If your license ain't good, then make sure you have something that is good. If your license is bad and things of that nature, you guys, like I say, everything is energy. What does the things in your wallet represent energy-wise? What type of energy are you carrying around day by day by day? Does it represent abundance or does it represent lack? So we definitely want to make sure we go through and we clean out those purses. And like I said, we'll go a lot deeper, okay? And the members, for those of you who become members and for those of you who are members, we will go a lot deeper on how to, train your purse to make money. That can be your extra source of income. You have to train your purse to be money, to make money. Turn your purse into a money magnet. Okay? All right. So yes, you definitely want to make sure that you are, cleansing and detoxing your purse, women. You don't want to be coming around here with no dirty purse. Okay. If you have like a bill, especially like a past due bill, get all of that mail, all of that junk mail. We tend to just throw everything in our purse. Get all of that out of your purse. Have your purse set up to where it is ready for success. It is ready for power. Okay. What else can be in there? Old receipts that is over the 30 days, so you're not going to get your money back. Now, of course, you definitely want to make sure that you have like a nice little pouch for your receipts, okay? You want to have a nice little, so you don't got your receipts all over the place. So every time you get a receipt, you got a nice little pouch that go in your purse and you put all your receipts inside of there. But you got to make sure that at the end of, your 30 days, you got to constantly declutter that receipt pouch, okay? Because if okay, this is a receipt from last year this time, you know what I'm saying? No need to hold on to that. That's money you can't even use no more like that, okay? Even if you do return, they're going to give you a store credit. So you're not going to get your money back. Get rid of that receipt. Other things that you want to get rid of is old lottery tickets. You didn't win. It represents loss. It represents, I want to say failure, but it represents loss. If you're still walking around with old outdated lottery tickets on you, and in your purse and things of that nature, get rid of it immediately. Let it go. Okay. The thrill is gone. Be ready for new things to come in. That opportunity has gone. Okay. It didn't bring nothing. So get rid of that. All right. So yes, decluttering your car, you guys, decluttering your purse, decluttering your house, move your furniture around, change things around, get rid of things that do not work anymore, get rid of things that are broken, get rid of things that just don't belong in that environment anymore. Okay. Also the need to wash your hair. I don't care if you got 1 strand or 50. I don't care if your strand is this long or that long. It doesn't matter. You need to wash your hair. Okay. However often you decide to wash your hair is your business, but as often as you possibly can, you do need to cleanse and wash your hair. I tell you guys all the time, your hair is your antenna. Okay. It is your antenna. It is how you receive a lot of knowledge, a lot of information. It is how you are able to master your discernment. Okay. So you definitely want to make sure that you're keeping your hair clean, your house clean, your purse clean, your car clean, all of these things. You want to make sure that you're decluttering and bringing about the right energy. Okay. Declining hygiene, acne, inflammation, things of that nature, experiencing all of these things because again, it is time for us to move into that next level, but we're refusing to let versions of us go. We're refusing to let go of that old, outdated version of us, and it is hurting us. And if we're hurting ourselves, then guess what? The people around you may hurt you. Your bae may hurt you. Your bestie may hurt you. Your parents may hurt you. Your family member, your closest people may start to hurt you and disappoint you in that way. But I always tell you, can't nobody hurt you before you hurt yourself. And the fact that you need to let this old version of you go so that you can move forward into a more new new, healthier, and happier you is where you are hurting yourself. So these are some of the things that you can do to kind of get ready to move into that next level, because she is calling, okay? That version of you that got that dream house, the version of you that got that dream car, the version of you that is healthy, the version of you that has beat that disease, the version of you that has beat everything that you wanted to do, and she's already in that next level that you're thinking about, that you want to move into. She's waiting for you on the other side. But these are the things that you're going to have to do. These are the steps that you're going to have to take so that you can at least start to meet her halfway. So make up your mind today, and I will see y'all on the next one.